Hello. I understand you have quite a strong headache right now, is that correct? Okay. Well, my name is Laura, and today I'm going to try and help relieve some of the pain and tension of that headache. Is that alright? Okay. So today I'm going to be performing the techniques of acupressure and aromatherapy to help relieve some of the tension that may be built up from that headache, as well as relieve some of the pain and stress associated with it. Are you familiar with these techniques? Okay. So the techniques of acupressure and aromatherapy have been around for a very long time and are used to treat several different ailments and symptoms. They are used to improve your stress levels, improve your relaxation, as well as provide some pain relief. So with those techniques today, hopefully we'll be able to reduce your headache and just generally improve your overall relaxation and stress levels. Okay? Very good. So I'm going to take you through each and every step of the techniques that I use to give you a good understanding of them. So the techniques that I will be performing today can be personally done both at home or the workplace. So if you ever experience headaches at home or your workplace, you can always turn to these techniques to hopefully relieve a little bit of the pain and tension that you may be experiencing with them. Okay, so to begin today, we're going to use the aromatherapy technique. In the bowl beside you, I have combined 1 ounce of jojoba oil with 4 drops of lavender oil with 8 drops of peppermint oil. And that combination together is a wonderful relaxation treatment that you can gently smell through the palms of your hands or your fingertips. And you can always go to this to just add a little bit of comfort and relaxation to the techniques that I will be performing today. Good. So I would typically do this myself and apply it to your temples and forehead, but as some of the techniques will be performed around your eyes, I just want to take the precaution and just allow you to use the aromatherapy mixture for yourself, just so that we don't get it around the delicate parts of your eyes. Okay, so the carrier oil that has been combined with the essential oils today is extremely necessary, as it will help dilute the potency of the essential oils, allowing for a much smoother mixture and inhaling of the scent. It can be quite potent and sharp on the nostrils if a carrier oil isn't used, so it's always advised. Okay, so of course feel free to dip into that mixture with your fingers at any point. Okay, so as I was made aware that you have a headache in advance today, I did make you a glass of water, as hydration is very important for headaches. So do feel free to sip on this as I perform those techniques today. Okay. Alright. Are you feeling comfortable? Very good. So as you've never experienced acupressure before, I'm just going to briefly take you through what it is before we begin, okay? Okay. So the technique of acupressure is basically focusing on different meridians. And what that means is focusing a gentle but firm pressure on different parts of your body. Now for your headache today, I'm going to be focusing a firm but gentle pressure on your forehead, the upper bridge of your nose, inside your palm and the back of your neck. Now through this, all I need you to do is take nice deep breaths and just let me know how you're doing. And hopefully with that, you'll lose some of that tension and pain that's been built up from that headache, okay? Okay. So we're going to begin by focusing my index finger with a gentle but firm pressure directly in between your eyebrows. And we're going to hold that for 1 minute. Now you can choose to add a circular motion to this if you feel more comfortable with that. However, just going to go for whatever makes you feel most comfortable. And we're just going to hold that for just a little while. Okay. Now as we do so, feel free to take some deep breaths. Very good. Very good. Now this will just help with reducing some of that tension you have. Okay. Just going to hold that for a little bit longer. Okay. Very good. Very good. You're doing a great job. Very good. All right. So we're coming to the end of this first pressure point. And of course, if you would like for us to come back to this pressure point, if you find it to be helpful, we can of course do so. Okay. Alright. So let's move on to the next pressure point. Now this next pressure point is found right next to the tear ducts of your eyes. And the way pressure is applied, you can either choose to apply with your index finger pressure to one side or both sides at the same time. As long as you're providing pressure for about a minute at a time, you can feel free to apply pressure through either of those ways. Okay. So, I'm going to be applying pressure now to that area on you, and you let me know how you feel with it, okay? Okay. So let's begin. I'm just going to be focusing now on the bridge of your nose with that gentle but firm pressure again. And again, just take those nice deep breaths. Okay. Okay. You're doing okay? Good. Very good. Now, as I mentioned before, you can feel free to use these techniques whenever you're experiencing a headache. Okay. Very good. Very good. Just going to hold this now for a little bit longer. Okay. Good. 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 Very good. So how are you currently feeling? A little bit better? That's good. So let's move on to that next pressure point. So to find this pressure point most easily on yourself, clasp your fingers together and then wrap that around the base of your skull, and your thumbs will naturally find those hollows of your neck. And with that, you'll be using your thumbs for the pressure point of this one. Okay, so with this one, you should apply pressure for 4 to 5 seconds at a time for anywhere between 1 to 2 minutes. So let's focus on that pressure point next. So I'm just going to apply that pressure now to the back of your neck. Okay. So I'm just going to hold it for 4 to 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We'll come back to that pressure point again with a nice, gentle, firm pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Just follow that pattern for a little while longer. Very good. Now, depending on the type of headache that you may be experiencing, a cold compress can sometimes help relieve some of those symptoms and pain that you're experiencing. So depending on the type of headache that you may be experiencing, that can sometimes be beneficial. Now, how is this pressure on your neck? Okay. Now, of course, as these are pressure points, whilst it is important to have a firm pressure, it is also important to be very careful with these, as these are all very delicate parts of your head and body. So we want to take good care with them. Okay. Very good. All right. Okay. Okay. Just for a little while longer, as this is one of the pressure points that normally requires a little bit more time and focus. Okay. Okay. Very good. Still doing okay? Good. All right. Very good. So how are you currently feeling? A little better? That's good to hear. So let's move on to our final pressure point. Okay. So this pressure point is located in the web between your thumb and your index finger, both of your hands. Now you take your other hand and apply some pressure to that point between those fingers, and feel free to hold that for 1 minute at a time. Okay? Good. So if you'd like to just pass me your hand, I'm now just going to be applying some pressure to that point. Okay. Now this one is favoured by many people as it's such an easily accessible pressure point. So we're just going to hold this on your first hand for 1 minute, and then we'll refer to your other hand just to see if there's any difference in tension or stress relief. Okay. Okay. So just be sure to take those nice deep breaths. Feel free to refer back to the aromatherapy mix and your drink. Very good. Okay. So just feel free to relax and focus all and any of your energy on your breathing. Very good. 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 Alright, now feel free to relax that hand. And now I'm going to move on to your other hand, okay? Alright. Okay. Very good. Okay. Now, how is this pressure for you? Good. Alright. Again, just feel free to relax. Okay. Very good. Very good. Good. A large part of this is just helping ourselves calm down. As that really helps reduce that tension built up. Now, of course, these aren't the only pressure points in the body. There are others located in places such as your feet and your neck, to name a few. However, I just wanted to focus on these pressure points today, as these are the most commonly referred to pressure points and are fairly easy to focus on personally. So, that is all of the pressure point techniques that I wanted to show you today. How are you feeling? That's good. That's good to hear. And how are those stress and tension levels? Good. So did you find that the aromatherapy worked for you? Okay, that's good. And which of the pressure point techniques did you find to be the most effective? Good. So I've written up an explanation on how to perform these techniques at home or at the workplace. And feel free to take that home with you, and it'll just give you a very easy guide on how to perform those on yourself. So I've also written down some other pressure points that are on the body, and do feel free to refer to those techniques to also help with any future headaches or stress or tension you may be feeling. So do feel free to take that home with you. Now, I've also added the ingredient list for that aromatherapy mixture you were using today, should you wish to make it at home. So thank you so much for visiting us today. You take care now.